Hey, welcome to the first episode of PMP Exam Prep with Scott Payne. That's my name. I am here to help you, serve you. You and I are going to go on a journey together because I know why you're here. I know where you want to go, and I can get you there, all right? You're here because you're probably lost. You're probably looking, you're pulling at straws, you're pulling at anything out there. You're trying to find a better way to get your PMP certification, right? Now, I can walk you through that. I'm going to do it. Now, let me set some round rules, some ways we operate around here, okay? So that you and I can work together. Now, this podcast is going to be unlike anything that you ever experienced in the PMP world. Now, you might have heard my phone ding right there. I am the most accessible guy in PMP, and I commit to you right now that if you hear me talk and you want to talk about anything, you reach out to me immediately. My number is 757-759-5282. You're going to hear it till I'm blue in the face. My company's All In Prep. I will help you out, guide you through everything, all right? Now, the reason why you're here is to get your exam, right? I know it. I can lead you through it. I'm going to talk you through it. Secondly, the people that resonate with this podcast are the people that say, yep, I'm going to pass the test, but the reason why I'm doing it is because it's going to make a difference in your life, in my life, they would say, right? It's going to change your career trajectory. You're going to be able to apply for that job, confidently walk into the interview, make a difference when you get it, and just give that goodness out to your company, your organization, and everybody that you're around. Those are the kind of people that do exceptionally well in the exam, all right? So that's what this podcast is all about. Now, those people out there, and that's probably you, you know what you want to do, but here's what you probably feel like. And the reason why I know this is because this is how I felt. So you're probably out there. You might have took a boot camp and it was terrible. You might have just studied on your own and you're stuck. You might have been searching the internet and Reddit and YouTube, God love them, but you're trying to find solutions, but your head is spinning, right? You can't really get yourself grounded to say, exactly what do I have to study? How do I need to understand it? How do I convey it on the exam? And at the end of the day, you're putting in the effort. I know you are, but you're worried. You're worried that the effort that you're putting out there ain't going to pay off. What if they ask different stuff? Are they trying to trick me? All these different things. What do I memorize? Who do I listen to? All that spins around and you just want to say, stop. I just want it to stop. I want a path. I want to understand what I need to know and I want to pass because your life is waiting on you, right? Your next job, your next opportunity, your confidence in yourself, and people can read it off you. Your family, your friends, your boss, yourself when you look in the mirror. Kind of a lot of it hinges on your ability to pass this test. So we can do this together. So all that I said, if it feels like I'm talking to you, if I'm listening to you, like if it's your story, then you're in the right place, okay? So I myself faced your situation. This is not about me. I was a traveling consultant for a long time, had to get a PMP to get off the road, went and studied, took a boot camp from a place that's well known, and I felt dumber every second that I was in there, okay? So I almost gave up, but then my wife kicked me in the butt and said, figure it out or give up and stop complaining. And I ended up figuring it out. So everything that I've learned over those years in teaching thousands of students, I'm going to teach to you, okay? So what I want to do now is now that we've set some ground rules and you understand what I'm about and you know what you're about, I'm going to tell you some basic things that I want to just break some beliefs right now. Number one, and we're going to go through lots of these in the different podcasts, and I'm going to go deep lessons. I'm going to give examples. We're going to talk to students. Man, it's going to hook you up, bro. All right? Number one, I bet you out there, you believe that you've got to memorize a lot of stuff. I bet you, maybe 85% of you out there believe that you've got to go out there, thick Pinbock, all these other books, you got to put them in your brain, close your ears, and pray that it don't spill out your nose, if that's a thing, right? So that is wrong. We do not memorize anything. I want you to turn that switch in your brain to say, I don't have to memorize. Instead, I want you to understand. If you think that PMI is trying to trick you, you're incorrect. The people at PMI are awesome. They're amazing. The people that create the exam, that create the content, that do all those things, they are there for you. They are trying to create an exam that challenges your ability to understand the frameworks, waterfall, agile, and how might we operate in this hybrid world. Can you understand the world? And can you make the right decision? Not a perfect decision, right? So you're out there looking for perfect. I don't know perfect, but I know pretty darn good, and I know what the principles tell us and how we go out there, all right? So we who teach this the right way, we're going to teach you the fundamentals of waterfall, agile, how to operate in different environments, and how to use that on the exam. So the way we do it is not to memorize facts. That ain't the way to do it. The way to do it is put ourselves, yourselves, in the game. To say, hey, if you're operating a project in an environment where there's lots of change, where we don't know exactly what it is, what would be the best way to go about it? Well, that might be an agile or a scrum way, or maybe we use Kanban. Okay. And then as we go down there, let's talk about each step that we're going to make. What would be the great thing to do next? What would be the best practice? How would we go about it? What challenges would we face here? Because every single step of the project, you have to deal with people, you have to deal with the organization, you have to deal with bosses, you have to deal with everybody. So you got to understand where the pitfalls are, where the roadblocks are, and you got to understand which ones you can go through, around, and which ones you got to call in help on, right? So that's big picture. So number one, we don't memorize, we understand. And here's the way to do it. You put yourself in the game, and then you go through content that simplifies it in a way that you can understand and that you can teach. So I want you to see yourself as an evolving coach, as an evolving teacher, right? As I talk to you, and I'm going to try a bunch of different ways to break concepts down to you in a simple way, I want you to take it and I want you to try to teach it to somebody else. You know, could be somebody you work with, could be your kids, your wife, your husband, your whatevers. Try to teach it to them, because the more you explain stuff, the more you're going to take somebody else's words and you're going to make them yours. And that, my friends, is what I'm trying to get into you, so that you take the content, you make it yours. Does that make sense? Now, it's hard. I'm not going to lie to you. It's learning new things. So it's best if you have a partner, a group of those kind of things, right? Because you want to explain it. Someone goes, I see it this way, or I see it that way, or I'm listening to what you say, but I think we can tweak the language a little bit. So that's where, if you have somebody, use them. If you don't, you got me. You can reach out, 757-759-5282, Scott at All In Prep. That's how you reach me. Call me anytime, day, night, doesn't matter, okay? 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 in the afternoon, Tuesday, Sunday, whatever day, I don't care. You reach out to me, I'll answer and help. Try me, bro, all right? And then also, we got tons of students that help out. If you want to get involved with that, that's awesome too. I'll give you access, you can check it out. We get this environment going. So what I want you to walk away from right now is that you found a place. This might work for you. It's going to work for you. It's a different way of looking at stuff. Boot camps, they're a sham. Boot camps are a scam, all right? They are not good. They don't respect your brain because they throw things at your face and leave you alone. It's a suffer. Don't do it. I don't care if you go with me or somebody else. Don't do boot camps, okay? What I want you to do is find someone that matches your learning style. If you're visual, yeah, man. If you're kinesthetic, yeah, man, go into that. That's how we roll, right? And we talk it out, okay? So you want to find the style that works for you, and you want to take it on like you're learning it to teach to other people. And that's not a memorizing game. That's a learning and a processing thing. So, all right. So I've kind of went there ethereally and talked about the big stuff. I want you to leave here, and I want you to go to the next one, because I'm going to start talking about the question solving process, because that matters. But I want you to know that I'm here to help you, all right? You don't know me from Adam, all right? But you can call me at any time. What's my number? 757-759-5282. 24/7 a day. And I want you to understand the material. I want you to think it like it's making you a better person, because it is. And I want you to be confident and resilient. If we can do that, man, we can overcome anything, all right? So that's the first episode. Boom, 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 bro. Let's go to the first little number 2 episode, and I'm going to tell you about how to solve PMP questions, because I imagine that you might be doing it wrong. There is one right way to do it, and it will make you a better logical solver of questions, and you'll get more right, all right? So jump over to that episode, the next one down the train, all right? We knocked 2 out right at the beginning. I want you to listen to it, and I want you to see how to solve questions, and let's do this together. I'm pumped to have you here. Let's go.